Hey guys, Poppy back in today, and I'm very happy to be bringing you an unboxing of the two newest Intellivision Collector releases. And it's actually kind of a little bit different because we have two different games that I'm going to unbox here today, but they're actually the same number. And even more interesting, it's 4 different games. This is Quarteto Brasileiro, and it's a compilation of 4 different games, some of which are Brazilian historic games. 2 of them you're probably very familiar with, Maxit, as well as Final Round, which was done by Sergio Veras last year, released digitally only through Intellivision Collector. And also they're adding 2 other games to this compilation. It's going to be Intel, which programmed by Carlos Pedruga, and it's a Wordle type clone. Really kind of interesting. And also, last but not least, at Luke's request, and just for this release, Sergio has programmed a copy of Sudoku. So there's a version of Sudoku in this as well. So, hence the Quarteto. 4 games, right? Quartet of games. So, what else is really cool about this is, like I said, there's 2 different versions. First of all, right here, this is the English version. And we also have an actual version which is faithful to the Portuguese nature and origin of the games, of the programmers. And it's all in Portuguese. Very, very interesting and a real neat idea. There are little differences in the 2 games. The introduction is a little bit different. Of course, the Intellivision Collector flag or logo in the Brazilian version is actually the green and gold of the Brazilian flag, which is really cool. The manual in this version is also in Portuguese. Manual in this one is English. Of course, the overlays, same thing. Portuguese, English. Gameplay wise, of course, it's going to be pretty hard to play a game like Intel, which is uses a dictionary. You could play it in English on the English version, and actually all of the games on the Portuguese version, you also can switch to English. So you can switch this one to English, but this one that's already English, you cannot switch that one to Portuguese. So it's really kind of cool. So why put 2 different versions out like this? This isn't going to become a common thing. There's a very interesting reason behind it. Of course, Luke, the Intellivision Collector, his wife is Brazilian. He has a lot of family that's Brazilian. There are so many great Brazilian representatives in this Intellivision Homebrew Community, such as Carlos that I mentioned. Obviously, Intellivision Brazil, Sergio Veras, who has been making these games, and other people like Ed Mello from Opco Gaming. So there's a lot of representation of the Brazilian community in the Intellivision Homebrew Community. So Luke just thought it'd be a really great idea to put something out to sort of acknowledge that representation and pay homage to the Brazilian nature and history of these games. And another thing you'll notice in this one as well, it is stylized after the Digiplay games, which you may or may not be familiar with. I'll throw a picture of a regular Digiplay game in here right now to compare it to this one on the front cover. But yeah, really cool. A lot of fun. So why don't we just open them up, because there's some differences inside as well. So without any further ado, let's open these babies up and see what they have.
If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to.
It gives me great pleasure to let you know that the Intellivision Collector will have several big announcements in the upcoming weeks, and I'm very happy to be making the first one right here tonight. IntellivisionCollector.com has become the official digital distributor for 3 highly sought after titles: Norseman, Norseman 2, and finally one of the surprise hits of 2024, Pyramid Warp. Check IntellivisionCollector.com in the coming days to purchase your complete digital package, including manual, overlays, and artwork. The Intellivision Collector is working hard for the Intellivision Homebrew Community once again, getting you access to even more great games. Alright, you can see right here the difference in the front of the box, right? Same picture, same graphics, but it's got the style from the Digiplay up here. Even the way it's printed on the fronts of these games, it's just different. Now, the IC-011 is on the front of this, the North American or the English version, and it's on the spine. Like, it's probably also on the spine there. Let's take a look at the back as well. So there's the different games. Now, these games, Rodada Final, or I don't know how you would pronounce it actually in Portuguese, but it's a board game from Brazil back in the day, right? So I mean that's another reason for this special edition with the Brazilian Portuguese version. Maxit, same thing. That's why Sergio brought these games to us last year. And it's really neat. Were they going to get their own individual physical release? No, but it's perfect games for a compilation just like this. So gotta love it. And of course, this is all in Portuguese. This is neat as well. Like, look at the QR code. There's a QR code right on the back of these games. Look at it right there. See? You're also going to find it in the manual. You're even going to find it in the credits in the game itself. And by scanning that QR code, it takes you right to the website. QR codes are going to be used in some other places as well inside here. So we'll take a look at those when we get to them. So without any further ado, let's take the English one. There's the Portuguese one. I'll open it up after. And I suppose I should have my knife out. We'll grab my knife. It's not very far away here. There we go. Let's pop this baby open. So here we are, Quarteto Brasileiro. Let's pop it open. I gotta be real careful opening this. Beautiful gatefold boxes, as always, with Intellivision Collector. I tell Luke, I love the gatefold boxes. Love the gatefold boxes. Did I scrape that? No, I didn't scrape that. That's just the picture inside. Okay, because there's lots of really neat graphics in this, too. Get a hold of that. There we go. We got it. There, pull that shrink wrap right off. That over there. All right, let's pop it open. Oh, look at that. And look at all the overlays with it. Oh my word, this comes with a very stiff, solid box. I'm going to pull that all right out and take a good look. And look at the graphics inside. That is just beautiful. Hold that up. The cartridge should stay in there. Well, look at the Christ the Redeemer, I believe that's called, up in Rio de Janeiro. That is something else. Love that. And of course, down in here, you have the Intellivision Collector logo, the Play Division logo, which is Sergio's company. Very, very nice cartridge. Of course, that style of cartridge is wonderful. Love the Intellivision Collector on the back. And of course, now Luke is starting to make different cartridges for other companies, putting their logos on the back like that with his cases. Oh, it's excellent, top quality, and just feels so solid. But that is absolutely beautiful, that box. Right on. All right, let's close up. Let's take a look at the other things with it. So here are the overlays, and this release right here comes with 8 different overlays. There's Maxit, 1, 2. There's 2 for Intel, 1, 2. Sudoku's got overlays, 1, 2, and Final Round, 1, 2. And I know he's got some new, he's got a very new printer for his overlays, and he's asked me, he said, tell me what you think about these overlays. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Those feel incredible. They're a little bit thicker than the original ones maybe, but they still have that glossy, plasticky feel that an overlay should have. But it just feels firm. It doesn't feel like you're going to destroy it by putting it in and out of your system. So I really like those overlays. Good quality. And you know, another thing that I didn't mention in the introduction there when I was talking about the different games, of course, is Final Round. The Final Round, you might remember that the digital release that was available on Intellivision Collector still is, but it will be incorporated into this one from now on, probably. Maybe you probably get the Final Round one free from now on, and this one won't be. But it was only 2, 3, or 4 players. You couldn't play a single player game. Sergio has gone back to work on Final Round, and it is now a 1-player game as well. So it's really a big improvement for that game, I think. So right on. There you go. We have an addendum. Playing instructions update to play Final Round with 3 or 4 players and 4 controller connect your ECS and 2 additional controllers for your Intellivision. So that's true, but you never know. We have that IntelliBoard coming up. I'll be talking to Caleb Garner very soon. Probably catch it on the Intellivisionaries podcast. But about the new device that is going to be able to put 4 controllers into your Intellivision without the ECS. But anyway, we're not there yet. It'll come. But anyway, that's interesting. Makes sense too. And I guess if people didn't, let's take a look through the manual here. Starts right off, jumps right in with the instructions for Intel, which, like I say, is Wordle, but it tells you your basic other little quirks for it. Oh, we got lots of pictures in there. Oh, we got to love the Brazilian release. How do you beat that right there? Brazilian Carnival, is that what it's called down there? Oh yeah, can't beat that. Into final round, so that's a nice little transition to the next game. In the final round, which is a fun game. Another Carnival picture right there. All right, in the Maxit. So, of course, Maxit's a very interesting game as well. A very simple, short game to play, and a lot of fun, too. So, all right, let's see. And we have one more Carnival picture right there, which should go into Sudoku, right? And this is the first time, as far as I know, that Sudoku has been put onto the Intellivision. I've never seen it on there before. It's a simple game, but again, it's perfect for a compilation such as this, right? And one last Carnival picture to end it up. So you gotta like those Carnival pictures. But my understanding is there are some minor differences in the two different releases. So let's just set this off to the side for now. I'm not going to close it all up here. I'll just set it off to the side. And we will grab the Portuguese version, the Digiplay style version of Quarteto Brasileiro. I know I'm going to mispronounce that, or I probably am mispronouncing it, but Carlos or Sergio can fix me up on that, or Luke. Luke speaks Portuguese a little bit. I don't know if he speaks a whole lot, but he certainly understands some. Because I'm sure when people are upset with him and his family, they might speak to him in Portuguese a little bit. I don't know. But let's see. Get that out of there. So here it is. Quarteto Brasileiro, the Cartucho para video game. Para un ou deux. That's French. That's not Portuguese. There's jogadores. I guess that means players. All right, let's open it up, see what's inside. We have lots of overlays again. Set those off to the side and pull out the manual. And yes, sir, that's a different interior right there, that's for sure. Brazilian flag. Nice Brazilian representation right there. How do you beat that? Holy cow, okay. That's a great view. Oh, and look at this. This is in a clear, one of the translucent cases, cartridge cases, shells, I should say. But still, absolutely beautiful. So, right there, huh? Gotta love that. Wow. IC-011B Quarteto Brasileiro. I hope I'm not forgetting anything especially different. Of course, there's a QR code you can scan to get to the page. Settle down, Coco. It's okay. So, there's the same addendum for your manual. Oh, let's take a look at the overlays quickly first. So there is, okay, those are English. Oh, that's right. The Brazilian version, the Portuguese version, comes with, each game has two overlays still, but it's one English and one Portuguese. So there's the English and there's the Portuguese for Intel. Okay, there's the same for Maxit. There is Sudoku right there. And there is sound on and off, or some on and off. Right on. There it is for final round. So that's interesting because, like I said, with the English version, you could play all the games in English. But the Portuguese version, if you decide that you want to pick it up, you actually can turn it the Portuguese to English on that copy only. Okay? Really interesting. Luke's really put a lot of thought into it. Now, that being said, this manual is in Portuguese. So there's your Intel. There is your, still Intel. Oh, we have different Carnival photos in here. Gotta love that. In the final round. On to the next one. Oh, there's a nice beach picture. Love the Brazilian beaches. Yeah, it's the beaches that everybody likes, right? In the Maxit. Looking good. Oh, there's another one. Brazil is certainly known for their beautiful women. We got them all in here. Sudoku. And last but not least, we have one more picture in here. I bet you we do. They're known for their volleyball too. So yeah, that's pretty good right there, I guess. Right on. So there's some different variations there. And like I explained why Luke decided to make this in two different variants per se, and it's not going to be a common practice. But with these games being origin in Brazil, Sergio making them, Intellivision Brazil, Play Division, and the history of Carlos Madruga, him, his Brazilian heritage, and he's the other programmer in this game. And again, so many great Brazilian representatives in this Intellivision Homebrew community. It just seemed something that Luke wanted to do, and man, I really like it. I think it's a good little product. It differentiated the two enough to make them, you can have your decision whether you want to get both, you want to get one, you can get the games, but man, they're absolutely great. I really, really like them. It's just a beautiful product. Anyway, guys, these will be available on sale very, very shortly, probably as soon as I release this video. I'll be having some other videos out of the gameplay in the next few days. And another little thing about the digital releases. There will be only one digital release for this game. You don't have to pay for both of the different versions. You will get the version that has English and Portuguese, because all the other differences aren't in the digital version, obviously. So just remember that there's going to be one digital release for this, although there are two different variants for the physical releases, and you've seen all the differences that are therein. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for spending a little time with me here today. And Coco's getting all wound up, so I better get her out of here. Don't forget to check out IntellivisionCollector.com. There's some other things to come in the very near future. I can't wait to bring you more news, even some more later on this week. But anyway, guys, we will see you in the next one. You take care.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer.
Hi, I'm Luke from Intellivision Collector. You're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
What the hell?